Hi everyone, welcome to Excel with the UT. So in today's session, we are going to talk about yet another important formula called name range. Name range is a very efficient formula and a very powerful formula in Excel. So this helps us to assign names or labels to cells or ranges in the Excel, which we can use at any other location or we can use it in the formulas. So it's a very powerful way to refer to a particular range or even the complete table you can refer here, and that can simultaneously be used in any other location or formulas. So it gives a powerful way to refer back to a set of data, which otherwise it's very difficult to refer back. So let's see how we can use it in the data. So I have a dummy data of a few employees having the information of their city and department, sales and the order count. So for example, I select this column and I'm selecting the column from I'm selecting the employee column. So as of now, is just an abstract selection from cell E4 to E9, and every time, for example, if I'm using any formula, the range will be referred to as E4 to E9. Okay, but how we can use the name range here to give a particular label to this particular selection is we need to select the range here, and we have, you can see currently we have the name range here, we have the name box here. So we can simply click on the name box and we can give the name, whatever name we want to give to the selection, and we say enter. Now if you see, the selection has been assigned a particular name in the Excel dataset, and if you select the selection again, now it's not showing the abstract cell selection, but it's showing the employee name here in the name box. So that's how it works here. Now, and this can be referred from any locations uh, currently in the worksheet, in the workbook. So the location can be changed as well, but currently it can be looked back in any of the sheet in the workbook. So for example, if I go to a new worksheet and I drop down the name box here, so I'll see the name employee already been registered here. So if I click here, you can see it has taken me to the original selection which I had given. So this is how you can work with name ranges, and this is applicable to any other sheets as well within the workbook. If I put the drop down in the name box here, you can see it will show me the name ranges within that workbook. If I click back, it will take me to the original selection. So that's how it gives you a look back to the original selection, and you can refer back to that selection again and again. So the name ranges has multiple advantages here. One advantage that we saw, that it will give you absolute references you can directly use. So let's see that. If I type here employee and say enter, you can see it has populated all the the complete list of employee in a different location as well. So you can refer the selection in any other location, or also you can also populate the same list in at a different location as well. Similarly, again we can see in this new sheet, and this the name will start acting as the formula selection. For example, whenever we write any formula, so it will start appearing as a function here. So similar to that, we can refer back to the name of the name range that we have given, and we need to remember the name here, and it will start showing as a table here. At the moment we select and say enter, we will we will have the complete names here. So that's how name range works here. So it will give us absolute references to the selection that we have here. Now suppose for example we are using the name range in any particular formula, so it's an efficient way to be used in the formula. Let's see how we can use it. Let's give let's give the name to the sales column, and let's say sales here, and let's give the name to the order column as order here. So that's how you can create the name ranges. Now if you want to simply if you want to do a multiplication of sales and order count, now see, earlier you had to select the range, and you had to again select the range in the order as well, and that way you will get the result there. However, seeing the formula, it's very difficult to determine what is the value that we are multiplying here and what is the range that we are trying to use here. However, now it's very easy. If we have given a name to the range here, and we can simply say sales multiplied by order, it will show us the exact name that we are given, and the moment we press enter, it has given us the product of sales and order. Now if you see the formula here, we clearly can see that we have a product of sales and order here, and it's very easy to determine what we are doing in the formula. Now again, this can be replicated in any of the location, and you don't have to copy or multiply again in a different location. We can simply say sales multiply by order, and it will give us the same result in any other location as well. And the reason, because we have named these ranges, and it is referring the table that we are named in the Excel dataset. So that's how you can use the name ranges in Excel. Now we have seen a way to create the name ranges simply by going to the selection and writing the name here. However, there is also a different way through the Excel ribbon where we can navigate and use the name ranges. So we need to go to the formula, and we have an option called name manager. The shortcut is Control plus F3. As you click on the name manager, we'll be able to see all the different ranges that we have here, the names that we have given to different ranges that we have here: employee, order, sales. We can see all the ranges are here. Now for example, you want to select any of the range, and if you want to do any edit there, you can click the edit option, and you can the change the range here, and you can click OK. It will change the name range. We can cancel. Now if you want to add any new range, you can simply add to new, and you can give any name here. Now for example, I want to range the complete table here. Let me just name it full info information. Let me just say department. Now it's also asking me the scope here, and you can say it's currently within the workbook. And then it's asking me the range here. So I'll select the complete table here. I'll say enter and say OK. So this way I've created another name range through the dialog box here. I'll say close here. Now if you select the complete table here, you can see it's already reflecting the name that we gave as department. So this is something you can again test back. You can go to a different sheet, and the moment you use the drop down of the name box, you can see you have all the name ranges here. If I now click on the department, it has taken me back to the original table here. So that's how efficient the name range works. And similarly, you can also pull back the complete data. You can refer it like that. You can use the tab, and the moment you say enter, now you can see it has given me the complete table in a different location as well. So that's how you use name ranges, and you can name a particular cell, you can name a particular row, you can name a set of columns, or you can name the complete table. So you can name any amount of selection that you want to label, and then you can specifically use it in any of the location, in any of the formulas. It becomes as easy as that. So that's how you can use the name range here. Now suppose you want to edit any name ranges as well. So you can again go back to the name manager under formulas, and whichever name range you want to edit, you can simply click on the name range, and you can say edit. Now again it will open the dialog box of the edit dialog box, and you need to click on this button here which says refers to, and it will highlight the already present range here. Let me just start the selection again, and this time let me just restrict it to these many number of rows, and I'll leave the last row. I'll say enter, and I'll say OK, and I'll say close. Now you can see if I go to a different sheet and I refer to department, you can see the range has been changed here, the selection range has been changed here, which we just edited from the name manager. So that's how you can refer, you can change, or you can edit the selection in the name range again. So also, if you want to delete any of the name range, you can again go back to name manager. Now for example, we need to delete the employee selection here, employee name range here. We'll simply click on the employee name range, and we'll say delete. It's asking me whether you want to delete the name. We'll say OK, and now you can see the employee name range has been deleted. Now if I select this, it's again showing me an abstract selection of cells from E4 to E9, and the name range has been deleted. So that's how you navigate using the name ranges here, and it will help us to use in the formulas or refer back to selection in any other location. It's easier to navigate, gives us absolute references, it gives us better presentation in the formulas, and it's easy to edit as well. So that's all we have, the basic operation in the name ranges. Thanks for attending the video. We'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.